me just briefly introduce myself, just for those people who just joined us and they will be watching this video. My name is Kakim. I'm program officer at WeGO, in charge of the cities and corporate partnership, and also in charge of the e-newsletter and all the PR activities that we have. And maybe also Baguio City can briefly introduce themselves.
Yeah, so first of all, I'm Adam Ilakay. Currently, I'm the officer in charge of our Smart City Command Center. I also serve as the point person for the Smart City initiatives of Baguio City.
I'm Leticia Clemente, and I am the budget officer of the city. I chair also the local finance committee of the city government.
Okay, great. I think we also I also make a short summary about the project itself for our members, so they will know. So this is the project called GIS-AI City Management System that now SRPOST, WeGO corporate member, is developing in Baguio City, and this program is realized by the funding from the Eureka. The project period is 3 years, and within 3 years, a city platform will be developed with the emphasis on the city's safety based on the Google Map services and CCTV network. And the system will use algorithms of facial recognition, vehicle recognition, recognizing an abnormal situation in a crowd, gun detections, and violence detection. So basically, by this technology that will be included to the local CCTV cameras, local police department will be able to prevent violence that could happen in a city. So that's the brief summary about the project itself. And the WeGO was helping SRPOST to meet with the Baguio City, and we had this matchmaking part. And we're really happy that at the end, the Baguio City will be able to get this technology. And we're really looking forward that this technology will be established and set up soon in the city. Yes, so that's mainly, if we're briefly speaking about the technology itself and the program. So just to start, could you maybe tell us about your experience being as a WeGO member?
Well, we've been introduced to WeGO because of a staff that joined the exchange program in Korea. And that was many years back. I believe we're members for about 7 years already or more. And from then on, we have been a recipient or beneficiary of the projects of WeGO. And we have already sent many staff of the city government and also officials to Korea and other places like China on an experiential learnings, benchmarking with Korea, South Korea projects. And in fact, there was even a time that a city in Russia hosted the event, the annual meeting. And I personally was present in that. And we really had a great time with the other cities, sharing their best practices. And this is a great opportunity to be exposed to the smart programs of other cities, and of course spearheaded by South Korea. So our membership has it has been fruitful, and we, even with the change of administration, because we have our elections every 3 years. And since our membership with the WeGO, we have had 3 mayors already, but the career people who handles this our membership to WeGO has sustained our participation to WeGO programs. So we even during the pandemic, since we have no activities, we have been joining the programs online, and we have not severed our ties with the WeGO. We are still a member of good standing, and I hope that this will be sustained despite the changes in administration and staff in the city government.
Thank you very much, Ms. Leticia, for your kind words and a brief introduction about Baguio City and our partnership in the past. So moving forward, would you also maybe let us know how did you met our corporate member SRPOST from this matchmaking program?
It was through WeGO that we were introduced to this, because probably we have been actively participating in smart projects and sharing also what we have in Baguio City. Despite the financial limitations, because you know that we are still a developing country, and participating in these programs could be investment. What's this? It is you heavily invest on infrastructure, and we have very limited resources. So we're very fortunate that our city has been chosen as one of the beneficiaries to this program. So through WeGO, we have communicated with them, and in fact, a representative from SRPOST,
Yes,
SRPOST and Eureka, I suppose, came to Baguio for a scoping or scanning of our command center and what is there so far. So right now we are at the stage where the memorandum of agreement is being reviewed, and our legal department has been doing that. I learned that it is already ready for signing anytime soon, as we discuss this with the SRPOST. Of course, we have to contend also with our data privacy policies in the country. So we had to really look into the provisions also of the MOA. So that is how we are in right now. But we are thankful that they are SRPOST. They still very interested in this project and to help us out, because we have so many deficiencies yet. Our command center is still a very, to us, is still a new thing that we are embarking on, and we need all the assistance that we can get from our sister cities and also our partner organizations like WeGO, because this is the program of WeGO on smart cities.
Great. And while you're mentioning about WeGO, could you maybe also just briefly describe the WeGO's role in this project?
Well, WeGO is our conduit, because without WeGO, we were not able to communicate with the other agencies or partner organizations. So they have been assisting us in this project, and it is a very and they have always been following up on this. So we can't do anything without WeGO. So that's their role. And of course, after this project, I'm sure that WeGO will share it to other member cities as well. So we can popularize this project, especially to those who are still venturing into something like this. They will be benefited by this project through our membership with the WeGO.
Perfect. And then speaking about the project itself, so maybe you could also let us know about what are your expectations from this project.
Well, as you have already mentioned, the features that will be installed or deployed to our command center will, of course, assist us in our peace and order programs, and also in policy making decisions. Because these are tools that will assist us in those aspects, and also it will be helpful in our planning process. Our police department is not actually fully funded by the city government. They are, of course, funded by the national government, but the city is assisting them in terms of operational requirements. They are heavily dependent on the city when it comes to their maintenance and operating expenses, including their capital outlay requirements. So, except for salaries, they are in the service of the city, and they are also dependent on the city's assistance with respect to this kind of programs, like the command center. For instance, the national government has not deployed any program or any created a smart city facility. So it is now in the hands of the city when it comes to smart command center projects that they are dependent to. So of course, this is a multi-stakeholder endeavor. We will be in touch with our community as well, because in the end, they will stand to benefit from all these projects. And we have to assure that these projects, though it might sound to be on data privacy, may encroach on your privacy. We will do it in such a manner that no one will be compromised. with this, any data that we get from other offices, from the community, and we will still. We are also positioning our city to be a human rights city. So we are pro people, and we need to constantly dialogue with our stakeholders with respect to this.
Great, Ms. Leticia, I think you also mentioned two of the main things that we should also take into the consideration. The one is about benefits, how citizens in the end will benefit from this project, and then about challenges that you also mentioned that can happen while we're like making this project work. So could you also maybe just briefly, from your opinion, say like how citizens might benefit from this project and what kind of challenges we might have while realizing this project itself?
Yeah, maybe Adam would want also to say something.
Yeah, for the benefit for our citizens, that of course with the integration of CCTV cameras, with the artificial intelligence to facilitate the video analytics, it enables our authorities to manage public safety and crime prevention efficiently. So in the future, when it's already legally authorized, especially we're just waiting for the IRR with our data privacy, that will allow the facial recognition to be deployed to the public for safety and security purposes. It really helps our authority to be able to aid the law enforcement officers in apprehending our suspects, criminals. So of course, the CCTV footage will also help us in the series of events as they occur. For example, there will be an ongoing incident in this kind of location. It really helps by the machine learning or the artificial intelligence that you've been imparting to us. It will help us to be more for our early warning system and faster response. Hence, resolving any security issues and setting disputes can also be used as an evidence for the to be able to take using the CCTV footages that been captured.
Okay, great. Maybe also I think like our members would like to know more about smart city projects that now you're implementing in your city, except the one that we already mentioned. So if you also could just let us know just some projects that currently are running in the city or have been realized, I think that would be great, and also interested to learn from Baguio City.
Yes. So currently, our Smart City Command Center, we are already currently integrated 5 use cases or functionalities. So the first use case is our environment. So the city already installed integrated different environmental sensors like air quality sensors, water level sensors, and water quality sensors around Baguio City. So we are collecting the data real time, and we are forwarding the data to the respective departments that will give them the right decision making in doing their programs and activities. Aside from that, we also have our second use case, which is our GIS. So currently, we're already using geographic information systems. For our GIS, we already plotted our hazards in the city. So we already know the locations of our fault lines, our sinkholes, our flooded area. That also give us an idea what are the things that we need to prepare. For example, if the typhoon will be coming, what are the particular barangays or area that we need to monitor? For example, for the flooded areas. So we give us an idea which areas should be prioritizing in terms of emergency situation. And aside from this, we already started to have our CCTV cameras. So yeah, it's very timely because we're in the process of integrating machine learning and AI capabilities in our CCTVs. And of course, with the help of SRPOST, our program for the AI and machine learning for our CCTVs will be enhanced. And aside from that, we also have this emergency hotline 911 for our fourth use case. So the city already do the 911 hotline. So we already integrated it, and Right now, we already geofence our users for our local SIM cards, our telcos. So when they dial 911 here in Baguio City, their call will be automatically directed to our Smart City Command Center for faster response. In comparison with our old 911 system, that if a citizen from Baguio dials 911, his or her call will directly go to national level, and then from national they will be forwarding to us in local in our city. So the time is really that kind of very good. So unlike today, it's already real time and more faster for our response. And of course, our fifth use case is that we are already starting to integrate the different data that are coming from our national agencies. So we are already doing that, and we are already talking about different agencies, attached agencies in our national level, like the Pag-asa, FIVOX for Pag-asa for the weather, and of course for the earthquake and volcanic activity will be the FIVOX. So we are already doing some work with them for the integration of the data for us to be able to monitor real time in our Smart City Command Center. So,
Excellent, excellent. It's so great to know so many things is happening right now in the Baguio City, and you are really like stepping up to develop, to transfer Baguio City into the smart city. So in that sense, maybe could you just briefly let us know what kind of challenges city has been faced while developing this kind of projects?
Well, as all the cities, I suppose, we are so challenged with our financial requirements, and it takes with all these limitations that we have, there is really need to align with the programs of different agencies, so that we might not duplicate also, and somehow reduce cost when they already have these applications or data that we need. So it takes a lot of collaboration, and maybe the leadership of our mayor, because of these deficiencies that we have, it takes a leader to communicate with the agencies and also our international partners, to assist us in our endeavor. So aside from that, of course, we also need capacity development of our people. Training, for instance, would entail costs, and we need to expose them to train them of new trends and technologies are available in order that this project be sustainable. So it is only through our partnership with the organizations like WeGO on environment, ECLAI. We also are a member of UCLG, that we benefit from their programs. We cannot depend solely on a national government, because of course LGUs are autonomous in a sense. Of course, we do have shares from the national government, but it would really all the deficiencies that we have would really make you creative in a way, to to get all what's this partnership, to have partnership with other organizations with this project. So aside from those challenges, finance, capacity development, of course, you have to contend with the mindset of people, not only from the city government, but the community. When you introduce change, there's always a resistance. So the instruction from our mayor is we should do constant a dialogue through town hall meetings, and bring this to the different barangays or the villages, so that they will be able to grasp and understand what we are doing right now. So I think those are the major challenges that we have.
Great. Thank you very much for sharing. I think those people who are ready to change something and they have this like a leadership mindset, as Ms. Leticia mentioned, it's one of the main criteria to cities to turn into the smart cities, because without any will, we cannot develop anything. Great. So maybe any last words to WeGO Secretariat or our members?
First of all, we would like to thank WeGO for these opportunities, and really we do appreciate that the WeGO is very active in engaging all its members to pursue the goals and objectives of WeGO. And we are very grateful indeed that we are part of the WeGO family. Our mayor has always instilled in us that a good governance is key to all of this. And truly, it takes us to embrace new trends, new things, and explore, discover what we don't know, and also expand our partnership with other cities through our membership with WeGO. So we are very thankful indeed, and we wish you all the best. And we hope that you also continue to guide us and assist us in all our programs and projects.
Great. And from the WeGO side, I also want to say thank you to Baguio City, for Ms. Leticia, for Mr. Adam, for your great support and for being very active member at WeGO. We really appreciate that, and we're really looking forward to enhance our partnership in the future. Thank you very much for your time and for this interview.